Reptile shows are the best, but I keep getting messages. Wally, what did you get at the NARBC 2025 Reptile Show? Well, let's do a video so I don't have to answer all of these emails. You're going to be amazed by some of these geckos that we got. I tell you what, folks, it was crazy at the show. We had some animals that we wanted to trade, and we had to find the people. We were all over the show floor. We were zigzagging this way and that way. It was so impossible to find people. So we actually missed a couple of aisles that I wanted to see and thank people and say hi. If I missed you guys, my apologies. If you were at the show and you saw us, you saw the hat, you stopped by and said hi, leave a comment down below, please. So as you may know, Supreme Gecko really hasn't dipped its toes into the lily white ocean just yet. We have some frappuccinos, but we have no lily whites. And we have some amazing animals that I want to mix a lily white with. So we were on the hunt for one male lily white. That's all that we wanted. We stopped by Fireside Geckos, and Kevin hooked us up with one of his last lily whites. And I've got to show you this, folks, because this is an amazing animal. We're so happy to get this fully colored up lily white. I cannot wait to match it up with some reds or some pinstripes or something different. One lily white. Hey, if you're working with lily whites, the cappuccinos, the frappuccinos, the sables, oh my gosh, all the other different crested geckos, leave a comment down below and let me know what crested gecko morphs you're working with. So you're thinking, crested geckos, Wally, that isn't anything amazing. You're into some rare geckos. Why don't you show us some rare geckos? So we had another stop at Fire and Ice and talked to Brenda Howard and Ben Howard. And we had a trade. We traded a helmeted gecko for some geckos. And oh my gosh, these are such great people. If you haven't visited Fire and Ice Geckos, you have to get over there and check out their, well, it's not a rare gecko. It's a leopard gecko. This is the red diamond. And wait until you see these animals. I just love their colors. And look how the colors are coming through the body. Now, we're not doing a lot of leopard geckos right now. We're mostly into rare geckos, some crested geckos, some gargoyles, but this will fit our projects for 2026. We were fortunate enough to pick up a male and a female and couldn't be happier. Now, I like a lot of color on these animals, but I tell you what, the body color, the shapes, the patterns are just amazing. Amazing. I want to thank Ben and Brenda Howard from Fire and Ice for these just amazing animals. You guys are the best. Okay, Wally, show us some rare geckos. What? Those aren't rare. These are more leopard geckos. One of our stops was Fireside Geckos, again, but right across from their table was Steve Sykes with Geckos, etc. Oh my gosh, the fat tails, the leopards, the Australian geckos. Geckos, etc. is one of the biggest breeders in the United States, and I could not help myself but purchase another 2 leopard geckos. Now, these are Mandarin tangerine, and this is exactly the colors that I'm looking for. I like animals with a lot of orange, especially leopard geckos. Lots and lots of orange, and these just fit the bill. Take a look at those carrot tails. I tell you what, folks, I, again, am so very happy. Steve is such a great guy, and we had such a great time talking to Steve and his son. I want to show you this male and the female, and take a look at those colors. Just incredible. Again, these will be perfect for our 2026 leopard gecko breeding project. So that's 5 animals that we purchased, and it was impossible to control myself, but I had to because Nanette was there and she was holding the money. But here's 4 animals that we purchased from Emilio Hernandez from Nightfall Exotics, and this is really what drives our passion, my passion, in the gecko world. Now this animal is Goniosaurus arenus, and I picked up a male and female from Emilio. These are great looking animals. They have some growth to do. They need to start eating a little bit for the breeding projects that we have for them in the springtime, but I think that they'll be ready. I tell you what, folks, Emilio is such a great guy, and he really knows his cave geckos. If you ever get a chance, ask him about cave geckos and he'll have the answers. Again, this is a male and a female, and we're excited to put them together in the spring of 2026. Okay, we have one more set of animals, and this is an animal that I've been waiting to work with for a long, long time. They were very, very high as far as pricing. 5, 10 years ago, they've come down a little bit. And again, I got these from Emilio, and I couldn't be happier with the pair that I got. Let's go take a look. Okay, folks, this is Eublepharis hardwicki. Hardwicki. Again, I've wanted these for a long time. This is a very, very special gecko. This, again, is a male and a female. They're not super easy to work with, but they are related to the leopard geckos. They're in the same family, Eublepharis. They're kept similarly, but a little bit more humidity, more bioactive, and we'll have them set up temporarily in their quarantine enclosures, just like all of these animals, and we'll move them together in the spring of 2026 for breeding purposes. I tell you, we're going to give them a lot of space when we put them together. I love the colors on these animals, and I can't wait to work with them in 2026. So again, I want to thank Steve Sykes, Ben and Brenda Howard, Kevin from Fireside Exotics, and certainly Emilio Hernandez. You guys are the best. Again, I wish I had more time to walk around and talk to people and meet people. I know people were walking past us that kind of recognized us. I wish I could have stopped and said hi. If you had a chance to stop and say hi, thank you very much. That makes our day at NARBC. We're so happy to add these animals, especially the rare geckos, to our collection. If you want to learn more about rare geckos, make sure that you check out this link right here. It has tons and tons of information. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the geckos. We'll see you next video.